Jacksonville Jaguars fans, welcome in to Duval Daily, presented by GenJag.com. I'm Jordan DeLugo. Thank you so much for being here. Thursday, February 27th. NFL Combine on-field work starts later today. Defensive linemen and linebackers. Definitely going to be some prospects the Jaguars might be interested in out there. Defensive front, the Jags need to improve along the defensive front. Some folks think they need to improve at linebacker, off-ball linebacker, despite all the investments that Trent Baalke made at the position, right? So that will be a lot of fun. As much as, we get testing numbers and measurements and all that awesome stuff, get to see these guys in some on-field work, not just the drills, but in the field work. See how smooth they look, how confident they are. We get all that, but we also get a lot of reports about team meetings. It is what it is. And we talked about Abdul Carter meeting with the Jaguars yesterday. We now have reports that Travis Hunter will be meeting with the Jaguars. And look, as I told you yesterday, the Jaguars should be meeting with every prospect that they can. They should be getting as much information on every prospect that they can, and especially prospects in the top 10. Jags have the 5th overall pick. They need to be prepared for every eventuality, everything that could happen. Is it possible that Travis Hunter falls to 5? It is possible. I don't think it's likely at all. But you have Ryan Fowler from the Draft Network who does a tremendous job. Source: the Cleveland Browns and Jacksonville Jaguars have formal meetings scheduled with Colorado defensive back / wide receiver Travis Hunter this evening. That was yesterday. So apparently the Jags and Travis Hunter, formal meeting last night. The idea of Travis Hunter donning teal and black, wearing that all black helmet with the Jaguar on it, that's pretty exciting in my mind. And we haven't talked about Travis Hunter in a while, because, again, I don't think he's going to fall to 5. I think he's one of the 2 best players in this class, him and Abdul Carter, Ashton Genty behind them at running back. But I think that there's going to be 2 quarterbacks taken in the top 4. And I think that there's going to be 2 non-quarterbacks taken in the top 4. I think it's going to be Travis Hunter and Abdul Carter. But, again, what if somebody takes a corner? What if somebody takes a receiver? What if somebody takes an offensive lineman or a defensive lineman over Abdul Carter, over Travis Hunter? That's how you see potentially one of these guys falling to the Jaguars at 5 overall. And so I think Travis Hunter should play receiver. And if he wants to play corner, whatever, that's fine. What I've seen, and I know Destin Adams, who covers the Colts, reported on it, he said most of the teams he's talked to are viewing him as a wide receiver. He is technically listed as a defensive back at the Combine, but he'll do both sets of drills, I assume, if he does take the field. I think Travis Hunter, whether you're playing him at corner or wide receiver, still deserves to be a top 2 prospect in this class. At wide receiver, I mean, him and Brian Thomas Jr. together. I said last night on Club Jaguar, I don't think the Jaguars would take a wide receiver. That is not including Travis Hunter. If Travis Hunter's on the board, I think they're going to take him. I really do. Because he's a singular talent. He's everything you could ask for from a preparation standpoint, the kind of person he is, unapologetically himself, as the Jaguars talk about. He's got a massive desire and hunger to be the best. And he's also just an incredible football player. And the reason I like him a little bit more at receiver than at corner is I think he's a little bit more limited at corner physically. He has the length. He has the movement skills. He has the mind for it. He's incredible. But there are going to be times as a number one corner, which if you draft him in the top 5, that's what you're expecting him to be, that if he's lined up against in man coverage in a big moment, Jamar Chase, DK Metcalf, these big bodied dudes, it's going to be tough for him to keep up his AJ Brown, right? Nico Collins. And then all the other great. It's just more of a challenge to remain consistent at corner. And I'm not saying he's not up for that challenge, but I think you want a zone heavy defense. And most NFL defenses are zone heavy. But in a lot of big moments, you might go man. And then I think that's where it could be more difficult for him to absolutely thrive. I think he will be a great corner. But we're trying to nitpick. We're trying to figure out what he is best at, what makes the most sense. I think if you put him out there at wide receiver, creative offense, no reason he can't be an offensive engine. And the Jaguars don't need him to be an offensive engine. They need he and Brian Thomas Jr. to coexist at an extremely high level on the offensive side of the ball and make plays for Trevor Lawrence. Why do I love him as a receiver? I don't think you can cover him. His ability, the micro movements, the explosiveness combined with the agility, combined with the flexibility, combined with the instincts, make him an almost impossible cover. And then at the catch point, he might have the best hands I've ever seen. And yeah, it sounds great to have that at corner, especially with the instincts, his ability to jump routes and go find the football. Yeah. So I don't think you can go wrong. If you want to take Travis Hunter to be wide receiver, yeah. Yes, sign me all the way up. If you want to take him to be a corner, yes, sign me all the way up. I personally would go receiver with Travis Hunter. But if you take him and pair him up with Tyson Campbell and Jarian Jones, now you're talking about, and look, Tyson Campbell is a better zone cover corner than he is a man cover corner. His biggest issues as a corner are down the field in man coverage trying to locate the football. He's gotten better at it, but he's still better with his eyes in the backfield. And I think the Jaguars will be more of a zone heavy defense than I think they're going to be multiple coverage wise and front wise, and I think that they're going to be malleable week to week, depending on the matchup. But if you have Tyson Campbell, who has great ball vision, as Anthony Campanile likes to put it, and Travis Hunter, who has great ball vision, which means like their ability to know where the ball is and what that means they need to be doing in a given moment. Micro movements, right? Both of those guys would excel together. And Travis Hunter is not the tallest guy, but he has length. Like he has really good length at his size. And I know people are sick of hearing about length. They're like, Trent Baalke's not here anymore. Length helps you be disruptive throughout routes and at the catch point, and it helps you get your hands on the football. When you are a guy with long arms and explosiveness, that's what helps you get to the ball. That's what helps you be disruptive and pick off passes. So, yeah, I don't think you can go wrong. If Travis Hunter falls to 5, sprint the pick in. Now, if Travis and Abdul Carter were both there at 5, I would take Travis. Because as close as I have them projected at the next level, as close as I have them, I have Travis Hunter slightly ahead. And whether he's playing wide receiver or corner, that is more of a need than edge 3. So that's where I'm at. And value proposition, wide receivers make more than edge. There's like 5 wide receivers already that have $30+ million contracts. There's only one edge. And there will be more edge guys that get those $30+ million deals. But guess what? Wide receiver, the pay ain't stopping. I think T. Higgins is going to be next up, and I think there's probably going to be a couple other guys potentially this offseason that get that. So that's where I'm at. If Travis Hunter is there, sprint the pick in. Figure out the rest of it after that, right? And you have to have a plan in place for if that does happen. I think the Jaguars will. They are going to be a prepared, smart, well thought out organization. Really appreciate y'all tuning in. If you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe, and y'all have a good one.